On a fun note. That's kind of there. There we go.
Finish the sentence for me. Redneck Rave is
Mud, music, and mayhem. We're like the Redneck Disney World.
The Redneck Disney World? Whoa, did you see the size of that joint?
Think of a rave, I think of literally drugs, sex, and rock and roll. When you're billing it as the biggest redneck party in America, you're just turning it up to 11. My biggest fear is always that one of my deputies or one of our community members is gonna get hurt.
This kind of environment, there's going to be some kind of incident regardless. I mean, there's people drinking, there's other stuff going on.
Accidents are going to happen.
Get him, go get him.
Somebody did get impaled.
That's a fucking
What?
wow.
I was on scene for the impalement. I will never get that image out of my head.
Every single major news covered it.
What?
Redneck Rave. It descended into chaos.
What in the redneck hell?
I don't want to expose myself or my children or my wife to the things that I have seen and heard about at this event.
Redneck rave shit.
If you have bad vibes,
How much meth do you think is there?
But if you just go into that motherfucker smiling, ready to fucking take a Jaeger bomb, we should be good to go.
Oh, I'll put subtitles on. And I'll also turn it
Redneck
up.
Rave is billed as the biggest country party you'll ever go to, where mud, music, and mayhem are guaranteed. This event has happened before, back in June of 2021. Thousands of people descended upon this very rural part of
I
the
saw
state.
Pickle Rick.
And the headlines were dominated by reports of crime and mayhem and injuries. The injuries range from a guy with a crushed finger to a slit throat to a literal impalement. Just in time.
They're all talking
He
about
is a
that
country
impalement,
rapper,
man.
the founder and organizer of Redneck Rave. He quickly announced that there would be another Redneck Rave happening in October of 2021, which is why we're here, to see what Redneck Rave will be like this time around.
Your destination is on the right.
Our first go at off-roading. Yes! Let's see how this minivan holds up. Under the entrance to Blue Holler Off-Road Park, there's a literal, like, mangled car, like a warning. Hello, you guys? I hope I wore the right shoes. I think I see Justin.
Yo, that thing's amazing!
Oh, hello, Justin.
Kill that motherfucker.
How's he gonna get out of that car? You just jump?
Wow.
Oh, he's pretty tall.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
Oh, you barely even saw. Is this for me?
Yes, ma'am.
I assume this is like an iced coffee because it's what, 11 in the morning?
It's a mocha latte Jaeger bomb.
Cheers to you, man. Hey, cheers to you. Thank you for having us.
That's Jaeger Dan.
Thank you, Jaeger Dan.
So his job is
Appreciate
every
your
time
service.
you see him, he gives you a Jaeger bomb.
That is my favorite guy so far. No offense.
I
No
want
offense
that
to you.
job.
It's okay. You know, I'm not a lot of people's
I mean, I
favorite,
like
but-
Jaeger. It's good
By the way,
enough.
Erica.
Nice to meet you, Erica.
Justin, nice to meet
How
you.
you doing, ma'am?
And this is Redneck Rave.
This is the day
I was
before
reading
the
that at
day.
Burning
So
Man
I
this
know
year,
this
nobody
past
wants to
summer,
go,
thousands
and
of
part of it
people
is because
showed up.
everyone's
It
sick
kinda
of all the
maybe
goddamn
overwhelmed the area
influencers
a
showing
little
up,
bit.
streaming
Do you
everything.
think the same amount of people are going to show up? Are you ready if they do? What
Yes,
are you
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
changing?
So we're totally prepared for anything. No matter what you do, it's a controlled chaos.
I mean, you Google Redneck Rave, the headlines are
Daily
mass arrests,
fucking
impalements, someone had their throat slit. The
Wait.
sheriff is quoted as saying they
Did
were
somebody say they got
overwhelmed.
beheaded? What?
Chaos.
I mean, you Google Redneck Rave, the headlines are
Daily
mass arrests,
fucking
impalements,
Impalement.
someone had their throat slit. The sheriff is quoted as saying
Did somebody
they
like
were
go like Metal
overwhelmed,
Gear
so-
Solid?
None of that's
None
true.
of it's true?
Yeah. The media, they try to, make it a fucking thing, but it really just like excited everybody else to where it's like, oh my God, people are getting impaled. Let's
I read
fucking.
that.
Hey, Darce, we're going to an impalement party right now. Swear to God. So it's like one of those things.
At random, everyone that goes to the Redneck
Grab your
Rave,
Dan, Tony,
one
bring us more
person
Jaeger
is the
bombs.
chosen
Hello, guys.
impalement victim.
Here's kind of like what the security
Like you
cameras
check
are.
the back of
We're
your
able to keep
ticket,
an eye on everything.
it's just like a little like log, and it's got your name written
Same
on it.
accident happens. There was the guy got
does that mean?
impaled by the
Everyone's
log. He
like-
really did get impaled by it.
I was like, why did you do
I-
pills?
I-
Did he get impaled?
No, he did. He 100% did. He was riding behind somebody else, and then the person in front of him kicked up a log, and as he was riding, it shot through his side by side, and it went like in his stomach.
But he survived.
He survived.
Oh
it, but,
my
like,
God,
took
they
out some of
showed the
small intestine,
impalement.
large intestine. He lost his,
Jesus Christ.
what's that fucking thing right here? Appendix. His old lady was like, she was so happy about how fast we were there because those trails, it's 1,700 acres. You get lost very easily, but we were there in like 7 minutes.
You
We were there.
want to see the
Appendix,
impalement
this thing was
again?
coming.
But he survived.
He survived. Shot through it, like they took out some of his small intestine, large intestine. He lost
I mean,
his,
it's just a stick.
Christ.
What's that fucking thing right here? Appendix. His old lady was like, she was so
That's
happy about how
next
fast we were
year.
there because those
It would be
trails
in my
are 1,700
groin, and it
acres.
would
You
be
get
an
lost
improvement.
very easily. But we were there in like 7 minutes.
Redneck Rave is held on private land, so local law enforcement can't go inside unless they're called
That's
in.
not a log?
Sheriff Doyle patrols this rural part of
I
Kentucky,
mean, it was a
so
big
he went to talk
stick.
to him about what happened last year.
I was on scene for the impalement. At that moment, nobody was okay. I mean, I'm not okay. I see crazy crap all the time, and I don't want to see that. I will never get that image out of my head.
What is your biggest fear for the next few days?
Well, my biggest fear is always that one of my deputies or one of our community members or one of
You
our
go through
visitors
base world
is
with
gonna get
Defender
hurt
and
or
Slinger
killed.
Burst.
I
You
feel
just
like
you
some of these
actually
people
disgust me.
disrespect our community when they come in with the idea of I'm going to go.
I don't want to know
I'm gonna
that. That's
drink as
your
much as I
equivalent
can
to
drink
like
and smoke or ingest whatever
cheating in
other things
infinite
they
money.
want to participate in, then drive their four-wheeler through narrow, rough terrain with reckless abandon.
Oh, Jaeger Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jaegerman Dan.
Appreciate it. Oh, these are dangerously good. Thank you.
We got to go to the caves. That's where we're going now.
Which is our vehicle?
Slinger Burst is easy to do by accident.
Because we do have a minivan, but
If you've got
We're not going to
the,
make it there.
okay.
you just nudge the
Redneck
too
Rave is
sensitive of the
held in
trigger.
the middle of a remote
Wait, hold on. That was a
ATV.
sign that
You're
said
not
something
gonna
about
make
Joe
it.
Biden.
Redneck
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I didn't think it was going to say like, thank you, Joe Biden. Or, I love Joe Biden.
Rave is held in the middle of a remote ATV park. There's an open field for racing, partying, and mud bogs, a small concert stage, some food vendor, open field for racing, partying, and mud bogs, a small concert.
Is he drunk or is he just sad? He's drinking water. I've never seen such a melancholy face on somebody that looks like they're so ready to get party.
Stage, some food vendors, porta potties, and miles of off-road tracks that lead deep into the Kentucky woods.
So usually, I'm not going to lie, we do these trails at about 50
He
miles
said
an hour.
because they lost.
So that was from the last
Apparently,
race.
some
Now,
schools don't want you to
landmark.
teach the Confederacy lost in the Civil War.
Whoa. So this is
The
the
guy
caves?
just finished playing
Yeah,
Monster for
one of
6
them.
hours, only killed one monster.
God.
I killed Fatalis!
The terrain as we were driving in was like
Somebody
kinda
was in
muddy
chat earlier
paths,
with sus.
forest,
Who
and all
was
of a
it?
sudden we've like
They're like, oh, I
entered
beat a
into this
Latreon with
beautiful
3
cavern.
carts.
So where
But
are we?
oh, Fatalis is
Called
so
the
hard.
Sand
I don't
Trap. For
believe
obvious
you.
reasons.
It's got sand in it.
Yeah.
That
And
doesn't
it's
make
a
any
cave.
sense.
Wow. Is this a redneck shower?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So when you run out of wet wipes,
Yeah.
you just come in there and you're just like,
Right now, it's just a handful of us out here. What's it going to be like over the next couple of days?
this will be completely full with side-by-sides. You'll see a few tumble down there. Controlled chaos. Yeah. Transpires to be that.
Wait,
I mean,
they
I know
talk
the,
about
like,
finding some water and wiping
Yeah,
your
it's
ass
got
with
sand
the
in
water?
Yeah, and it's a cave. Wow. Is this a redneck shower?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So when you run out of wet wipes,
Yeah.
you just come in there and you're just like,
Right now, it's just a handful of us out here. What's it going to be like over the next couple of days?
this will be completely full with side-by-sides. You'll see a few tumble down there. Controlled chaos. Yeah. Transpires to be that.
I mean, I know it's going to be sort of chaotic and madness and mud and mayhem, but at the moment, it's very peaceful and very nice.
It's day one of Redneck Rave. People started showing up and camping out yesterday, and I'm not sure what to expect, but it did rain last night, so at least the mud part will be guaranteed.
Look at these cars. They are caked in mud. I feel like such a dweeb in this minivan. I changed outfits today because I got shamed for wearing Robin Hood boots. So I got my mud boots. What's up, man?
Hey, welcome to a Redneck Rave. Kick off your jocks and grab your Crocs. We're live, motherfucker!
Take
like
off your
come out
jock
and do some
straps
four-wheeler
and grab
get money.
your Crocs? I mean, it rhymes, but it's not really that cool, is it?
Here at Redneck Rave, it's one for all, you know, all for themselves. It's, you have fun, you just, you know, you can go anywhere. You can do whatever you want. No rules here.
Her boob is fully hanging out.
For all those, you should have gotten
Oh,
more.
it's so,
All right,
it is
cheers,
so close to
cheers.
not being Twitch safe. Okay, maybe it was a bad
You're doing
angle.
like a piece on Redneck Rave. So, is this your first time going?
First time here, yes.
And how is it so far?
Oh, it's so much fun.
Justin's the shit. Last night, I ain't even gonna talk about what we did. We popped BB guns and everything, had a good time, drank a couple bottles. You know, he's the life of the party.
Do you like Redneck Rave?
It's probably the best thing I've ever done yet.
Everyone's
That's
respectful.
a child.
What color you are, we don't give a fuck. Redneck Rave, we're all just, we work hard and play hard. That's all this is, man.
There's some symbolism here with some of these flags. Is Redneck Rave political?
I would say, in a sense, we have more, you know, right people, but we have, you know, people who come here and they had a rainbow rebel flag. To where it was, you know, it was like two lesbian couples, and at the end of the day, when you come here, you can get a pro this flag,
Really?
or a pro that flag, you know. The rebel flag has always been predominant in what we've been doing, and you know, people, they have their views on it. You can be like my DJ, and you really don't mess with that flag.
Me and Justin, we brothers, but we got different mothers and we different colors. We done been through it all.
So when he told you about Redneck Rave, what did you think?
The first couple raves, I ain't really go. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that?
I mean, you do got people that fly the rebel flag. I had to get past it. Justin used to tell me all the time, you just gotta come. You just gotta come, man. And so that's what I did. When I first came to a Redneck Rave, seeing people with Confederate flags and stuff.
Are they
and
like,
seeing the way that they,
are they insinuating or like this is like a peaceful, it's like a loving, harmonious party?
they embrace me.
Okay.
And it's like, they ain't so bad, you know what I'm saying? So I tell people they treat me better than they treat everybody else, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's because I'm the black guy or whatever, but they treat me great. I tell people that fly the flag, I mean, you do what you want to do, but if you Google rebel flag or you Google Confederate flag or you Google the Ku Klux Klan, that's their main flag.
Do you think you can use the Redneck Rave platform to educate people?
That's why Wakanda Camp is here. Redneck Rave is like
Oh,
my
that's
biggest
cool, man.
platform to bridge the gap.
That's really cool, actually.
See Wakanda Camp.
Yeah. This is Wakanda Camp. Wakanda Camp is for Justin's DJ. He's very strong into the BLM movement, but also at the same time, he's strong on his beliefs, but also understands the whole everybody should live their own life type thing. Everybody automatically links the word redneck to racism, and that's not necessarily it.
For some reason, racism seems to play a part in what people think about redneck. For some reason, racism seems to...
I mean... I mean, everyone can get behind that one, I think. I think we're all on the same page there.
play a part in what people think
That's,
about
you
rednecks.
know, maybe there is some unification going on.
It's not. There's all races here. There are. There. Yes, okay, primarily white, but that's it's not racism. It's so not racist.
What does
I
MILF
wish that
stand
was
for?
gone. I think we all wish that was gone and out of
Maldy,
people's
I'd
heads.
like to friend.
How would you define redneck?
And let's say you get a flat tire. It's fucking raining on the highway, the side of the fucking road. Everybody's just gonna keep passing you, but it's gonna fucking be that redneck with a damn shotgun hanging up in his back glass with a fucking rebel flag bumper sticker, and he's gonna pull over in that motherfucker and change your tire for you in the middle of a goddamn thunderstorm. That's the people that come to the Redneck Rave. You do something wrong, they will punch you in your fucking mouth. But at the same time, they'll fucking help you back up and give you a beer.
That man almost ended my life. Are you a redneck?
City boy all the way.
City boy?
Yes, ma'am, 100%. I was born in.
It's
Fort Wayne,
almost
Indiana.
like
my father, he's a Marine.
like an
so
ostrich
we moved
strategy.
around a
Like,
lot.
I'm just
When I
gonna
was a
put my
kid,
head
I
in
was
the sand.
definitely, you know, like hanging around the wrong crowd, and I was, you know, fucking young and dumb and just out there wilding. But I was adopted by all these rednecks. They accepted me for who I was.
Wow. Wow. Sure. Cheers, Jim.
Cheers, man. Man, imagine getting a college degree and you're just out here fucking drinking with a city boy redneck with fucking Jaeger bombs on a dirty couch with 17 people. Definitely fucked on.
Wow, thank you so much, Yaker Dan.
I knew there was going to be a bit of drinking at Redneck Rave, but this was an endless free flow with everyone quick
And they
to
got
offer
wine
more
too. They're sophisticated.
Oh, wow. Stan coming in again.
Kentucky moonshine.
Is it strong?
Yes.
Okay. Your dad.
I mean, Jaeger's okay
Yes.
if it's like
To your
insanely
father.
cold.
Yes. Cheers.
But like, I wouldn't want to drink it like all day.
We're here to have fun. Tear
I'd
stuff
have
up
one
and go
shot,
home.
maybe two.
It's definitely I'm gonna say vacation, but with it being so close to my home, I'm gonna say staycation.
This is a staycation
It's
for
close.
you.
I'm not leaving the state, you know.
Yeah.
But
What
yes,
are you getting away from? What's your vacation from?
Our
Everyday
son
life.
actually has chemo or a brain tumor that he does weekly chemo treatments from, and he's got so much going on. And I know he's the one dealing with it, but you know the parents have a lot to go through too. You know, so this is just our way to just kind of take a break. You know, the kids are taken care of, but we just get to let loose.
Man, there's just mud all
What
over that
have
car.
you, just in time, provided to the redneck community?
I would say just a place to get away where you can be yourself. You're not going to be judged on your appearance, how much you make, or something like that. You know, if you come here, you're going to not only meet new people, but they're going to become friends, and then friends become family. And when they come here, they just know that they're going to have a damn good time. When I first started, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was a single dad. Man, we went through the fucking trenches. No house, no home. Like, I got $1.29 to buy a fucking double cheeseburger and, you know, let him eat the whole damn thing. And I go to sleep fucking stomach growling, fucking basically crying myself to sleep because I'm fucking being a bad dad at that point in time in life. And
Was it Redneck Rave that changed all that? Like,
Oh my God.
Okay.
Redneck Rave
it
changed
was
his life.
night-
I mean, he
night and
organized
day.
it, right?
I've done music for about 12, 13 years now. I was pretty notorious for throwing parties. I'm the guy who would charge you $5 to come to an apartment party. It started literally just on a buddy saying you should throw a mud bog. I was like, what the fuck is a mud bog? And he's like, man, fucking people, they fucking show up, and they fucking hit a mud hole, and they break their shit, man. I was like, people pay to go to that shit? Had no expectations, and man, it just fucking.
I wonder how much it
took off
costs
from
to
there.
go to the Redneck
All of
Rave.
a sudden, bow, I went from fucking a 9 to 5 to having thousands of people showing up. Walked into Arby's, was like, I ain't fucking serving no goddamn burgers no more. Fuck this shit.
On to the mayhem part of Redneck Rave, and since our minivan stood no chance, we hitched a ride in a side-by-side to get down to the action. Hundreds of people had gathered to race up an extremely steep rock face known as 1K Hill. The crowd was hyped as side-by-sides tried to make their way to the top.
You got the motherfucker. Don't be a fucking bitch.
And eventually there was a winner, but it came at a slight cost.
Oh no!
I know part of the mayhem is inherently maybe like some danger,
Is that-
I guess, like
did
elements
the
to it,
axle
that's what people,
break?
like, but is danger always worth it, even if sometimes it can end like horrifically?
You never want to see anybody get hurt. Obviously, that's not a good
Have
thing.
I seen the
You know,
competitive
you're coming out
tag?
here
What, on
and you're
Twitch?
dealing with side-by-sides, and you're dealing with machines, and you're going out
What
there
about
and you're going balls to the wall.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
like the sport
accidents do
competitive
happen,
tag, the
and,
sport?
we can't control everything. Like, you could potentially fuck your shit up.
We've talked about the
We're heading to
impalement.
Sand Cave where the
No, I haven't.
party is.
That sounds pretty
Rave
intense, though.
happening in a cave.
$30. I mean,
Ray, you're
that's
driving
pretty
us.
cheap.
Ray,
$30
are
to
you
go.
excited for the rave?
Absolutely.
What do you think we're gonna see at the late night redneck rave?
A lot of weed and a lot of titties, be my guess.
Gosh, I hope your guess is correct.
That's scary. This is sketchy here, though.
God, this is a little sketchy.
There was a couple bad wrecks out here earlier, though. I think one of those machines still laying out here over the hills.
Traffic jam?
Yeah.
Oh, he got stuck. He don't want nobody to go through. What the hell?
So we seem to have run into a bit of a traffic jam on the way to the rave cave. Look at this traffic jam behind us. And everyone is wanting to get to this cave so they can finally get to the rave part of Redneck Rave. Oh, I think pretty close.
Yeah, you're coming. It's up right up. You're in it right here in just a second.
Oh my gosh, we're here. We're at the cave. So we finally made it to the cave after running into a slight traffic jam on the way out, but we made it. Looks like Jaeger Dan is Dan, I just wanted to say that I feel like you're the real
official
hero
position.
of this weekend, at least in my eyes. So,
I'll try to do what I can.
Jaeger Dan.
Yes. You spelled it wrong, but yes.
Cheers to you, Jaeger Dan. To Jaeger
He's
Dan.
drinking a Red Bull.
Cheers.
Happy Redneck Rave.
Jaeger Dan, it feels like he doesn't even care.
Good job. Where'd you go?
Oh, thank you so much.
Whoa.
Party full of nothing but fucking liquor and beer, fucking titties, fucking cocaine, fucking full of everything, whatever you want.
Tobacco.
Weed. Have you had fun though?
I've had a real blast. Everyone's been very, very nice.
That's crazy
we went
looking.
to the cave party. Mostly just people hanging out and drinking and dancing. We saw some wrestling. People are crowded around a fire because it's actually really cold. It's like 50 degrees out. It's getting late. I'd like to go home, but unfortunately, that's our ride.
Uh-oh.
They're trying to literally pull it out of a mud hole.
By another side-by-side.
Success.
Yeah, Ray. We can leave the cave. A perfect end to Redneck Rave.
She really didn't seem like she partied all
Do you
that hard.
fear that the bigger you get, the more attention that might draw certain levels of like negativity that will affect the
welcome it.
success of this? You welcome
I
it.
welcome it. I mean, at the end of the day, I've had many big corporations, businesses want to sponsor me. And they said, hey, Justin, you just gotta not have the rebel flag symbolism. Like, can you do this and can you do that? And I tell every single one of them to get fucked. Because at the end of the day, the people that fucking sat here and made what the Redneck Rave what it is and that changed my life and changed my family's life, I'm supposed to just take that and fucking throw it away, even though it may not be your cup of tea. But if you just
I mean, he's
go
just
in there,
saying he
you
doesn't
may
care
not
about
know
sponsors.
what
He's
to
not selling
expect.
out.
But if you go into it with an open mind,
And in
then
that
you'll
regard, I
realize
respect it. I
that you
mean,
can
and
be
look,
accepted
freedom
by
of speech is
people
definitely a thing.
that you would
I
never
don't
ever
buy
think would accept you outside
the
of
cultural
this
heritage
particular
thing
party.
behind the flag,
I think
but
Redneck Rave
him saying he doesn't
will
want to
one
sell
day
out, I can kind of
be
respect that.
Big as what's that thing that they throw, Coachella?
Yeah.
Yeah, like huge festival. I take pride in coming to the Redneck Rave and letting people know how I feel about certain things, letting people know that we can shake hands now, we can eat together now. All you gotta do is try to be a light in somebody else's life.
Sheriff Doyle.
Good afternoon.
Good to see you again.
Good to see
Hi,
you too.
hi.
No more impalements?
Okay, thank you. How was Redneck Rave for you?
It wasn't the apocalypse that we were expecting. It still was a very stressful weekend, but everybody's safe, everybody's alive. There was somebody who was suffering from some seizures. I think once they popped an ammonia tablet and woke him up, he was adamant that he didn't want to leave the party. So
That tracks. I can see here a stack of papers that say citation on them. Is that from this weekend?
it is. All of these citations are just from the last 3 days. We arrested 4 different people for DUI over the weekend, and we served 3 arrest warrants. And probably the biggest drug bust we've ever had in our department history
Oh, wow.
was cannabis.
How much did you end up seizing?
Best guesstimate right now is about 75 pounds, which is extreme.
What? That's like 30 kilos?
Extremely significant for this area. So we seized all of that, which
35
seemed to break
kilos?
his soul when we took all of his stuff.
Do you foresee a future where like Edmonton County and Redneck Rave can like have a cooperation, I guess, when it comes to Redneck Rave?
I mean, I hope that we can.
Well, it
get
might be
along.
legal
That's
in Kentucky
my
now.
Goal as the sheriff is to accommodate everybody that comes into the county. The nature of this event, it tends to bring undesirable behavior, in my opinion, but we'll deal with that.
Well, it's officially a wrap on Redneck Rave. People welcome
They shouldn't
you
have
with
taken his weed.
open arms, open containers, and we had a good time. I'm
It's
still gonna
legal in
recover from
so
that
much of the
cave
United
party,
States.
though,
What are you
so
gonna do?
Gotta go take a nap. Wild night.
I wanted to see more inside the cave. What? Damn. Well, that was fascinating. All right. I'm gonna go sleep. I think we're still gonna try and finish. What is this one? I don't know, man. He looks like Rambo. I would like to beat Alatreon before we start the next run. What time is burger tomorrow? Either I'm going to bring back the burger early and eat it at like 8 or 9 p.m. So the stream's going to start early. It'll be 7 or 8. I'll post about it in the Discord. But I do want to finish Elatria. See you guys. Everyone have a great night. See you soon. Goodbye.